That was Hammer and Justice from Deltarune 3+4 Lo-Fi, the newest from my friends at Kiraga Records. Folks, my name is DJ Switch. Welcome to the stream tonight. I have something so special for you. I found this game a few weeks ago, maybe about a month and a half ago now, and we played this game called I Am Future, and it was this dystopian, chill, like, I don't know how to even describe it, man. Like you basically wake up after being left alone on Earth, and Earth is completely overgrown, and there's like some smart appliance robots hanging around, but for the most part there's no people. And I played that game honestly from beginning to end, thinking that like I wasn't even gonna like it that much, but that I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much I just kept playing it. Well, those same folks that made the game I Am Future have another game that is currently in, I don't know if it's beta test or what they're calling play test. So it's pre-official release, but it is available publicly. 8Ball. 8Ball, I gotta talk to you. Hang around for a minute. But anyway, so I played this game, I Am Future. I really loved it. The folks that made that game also have a new game that's in a playtest right now called Restory. And the idea is that you're in an early 2000s Japanese repair shop and you're fixing electronics. And the game has its own lo-fi soundtrack, which I'm sure is very good. I've opted to turn off the music of the soundtrack so that we can enjoy my own lo-fi tunes. And so that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna fix some electronics and listen to some lo-fi, and it's gonna be amazing. Now, really quickly, there's a couple of things I haven't had a chance to do yet. I need to change over my background before we can get into the before we can get too far into the stream vibes for the night. Let's see. Let me fix this real quick. Now, while I'm working on fixing this, 8Ball, you will never guess what t-shirt I got in Animal Crossing. Like last week or maybe the week before. No, I think it was last week. I got a new t-shirt in Animal Crossing, and by the way, we're going to be going back to Animal Crossing on Friday night. So I hope you can make it Friday night. But it's a t-shirt that is all black with just a white circle in the middle and a number 8, as in 8Ball. I would love to show you my 8Ball t-shirt in Animal Crossing, because I've been thinking about you, buddy. It wasn't that. Yeah, my little character in Animal Crossing has an 8Ball t-shirt now. And I switched back and forth between that and I figured out how to make a black hoodie. And so I switched between that and my black hoodie because, you know, the black hoodie is kind of my standard DJ Switch uniform. But we're not playing Animal Crossing tonight. We're going to play some Restory. And I think I have managed to switch around my background and make the necessary changes. Let's see if I can jump into the game here. First of all, I need that game capture screen to work. That would be helpful. Could you work, please? Please work. I sure would love it if you worked. Oh, there it goes. All of your previous progress will be deleted. Yeah. All right, whatever. Restore? You mean Switch Life Simulator? No. I do more than just fix electronics. Sometimes I play video games, and occasionally I play music. All right, so the way the story goes, you are taking over the repair shop from a previous owner, and you have a little to-do list of stuff, and we need to clean up the work area. We need to sort out our inventory, throwaway boxes, and we need to open the repair shop. So we got a bunch of garbage here. We're just going to throw all this stuff. We're getting Zen points for clearing out all the junk. That box is actually important. We're going to leave that box right where it's at. We're going to pick up our tools, go into the cup there. See, we got some stuff here. That's going to be helpful. Turn on our little lamp here. This can go in the garbage. This is garbage. Clock goes over here. I'll put it over by the computer. Yes, I did play a bit of this already, so like I kind of know what I'm doing. But I think in this case, by the way, if you guys watch me play any I Am Future, I'll bet that microwave looks familiar. That is literally the exact same microphone from I Am Future. there's like one or two little like assets that they reused from I Am Future, so it's really funny to see them pop up in this game. The microwave is one of them. You'll see another one here in a little bit. I don't want to spoil it for you. Let's see, broken coffee mug, old cables, all of this can go in the garbage. And then what do we got over here? Oh, more garbage. Okay, we got more garbage. Oh, that's helpful. Oh, and that's helpful. Let's see. And then we just toss the box, and then that. Okay, so we have shelves clean. We've got a cozy place. We love this little lamp. Let's see. Where can I put the lamp? That stays there. I think this needs to go like here. Yeah, I think that's a good place for that. And this can go just kind of over here, and we're just gonna click it so it turns off. All right, it's a little after 10 a.m. Let's open up and see what we're doing. The Olympics premiered a new sport variant, silent tennis. It's like regular tennis, but without the racket. Hey, ball, that is atrocious. Yarrock Smooth is also here. What up, my dude? Good to see you. Hey, let's open this electronics store. Let's see if we get our first customer. Ah! How are you getting on? Cleaning up? I'm here about rent. As we agreed, 2,000 yen per week. By the way, on the way here, I found a phone. Don't know whose, but it's mine now. Everything here is mine. Although it doesn't turn on. How much will it cost to repair it? Might as well offer to do it for free. Take 7,500 at least, or you'll be going out of business like Glassmaster. When you're done, put the phone on the counter. I'll be around here somewhere. No problem, dude. Let's fix this guy's phone for way too much money because he's gonna gouge us on the rent anyway. So occasionally we're gonna get a dirty part, and that's where this little circle kind of hovers over the cup full of like brushes, and we can just use the brush to clean the dirt. That's gonna be the majority of what we're doing tonight, is just cleaning dirt. Flip it around, clean it up. Snow Hole is here as well. I can't believe we've already got a good room going tonight. What's up, fellas? How we feeling today on this lovely Wednesday? Hope y'all had half as good a Wednesday as I did. Yesterday was my wife's birthday, and our nephew got my wife some cookies for her birthday, which means today I got some cookies because my wife doesn't mind sharing. And I've tried to be very polite and let her decide if she wants to share or not. I don't want to pressure the cookies. And so far that game plan has worked out for me. I have indeed enjoyed some cookies. We're gonna clean this real quick. I did play this a little bit already just to kind of test it out before I decided to stream it. And I found that it's easiest to clean the parts as they come off. Don't know what to do with that phone number. We will work that out later. Got a battery. Clean up the battery a little bit. I believe that is all the parts that can come off of there. So let's reverse assemble the phone. It's a Pokia. Not a Nokia, because that's branded. Oh, we got to hold down. I forgot it. I need to hold the screwdriver down. You get a better screwdriver later where you basically just click the screw and it does it. That one, got the speaker, got the buttons, and we got the thing. Okay, look at that. We got the phone working. Poo Snacks. What up, Poo Snacks? I love this demo. Can't wait for the full game. Same makers as I Am Future, which I love. Yeah, so I just got done streaming I Am Future for the last like month and a half, Poo Snacks, and that's how I found out about this game. I tested it today because I was looking for something new to stream, and oh my god, I love this. I love this so much better than, like, I really enjoyed I Am Future. I love this game so much. There's folks that have known me for a long time in the chat tonight, and they'll attest to how much I loved my dad's repair shop growing up. And this just takes me right back there. My dad had a computer repair shop he opened in 1984, and I literally grew up in a family computer store. It was the best. I can't stand Akiba, the noise, the crowds, but it's more peaceful here with you. What are you doing? Is the phone ready? I don't have much time. Dude, it's right in front of you. I'm just going to hand over the telephone. He doesn't need to worry about that piece of paper. At least it looks all right now. I'll sell it on the marketplace. No point letting good money go to waste. Oh, by the way, you really should close before midnight. There was an incident last night. Somebody broke into a store, ransacked everything, and stole some expensive equipment. My son was on the scene. He came home angry and wet. He provides security for very good rates too, but we'll discuss that later. Bye. All right. No, it's not a Nokia. It's a Pokia. And that's why it's broken. That's dope as hell. Poo Snack, thank you. Yeah. It was a pretty cool way to grow up, honestly. Like watching I basically had a front row seat to the rise of the home computer, which was super sick. I'm taking part in an online Pac-Man championship on my old Atari 2600, but my joystick broke and I'm close to the record. It's the second time this month, so now I've got 2 broken joysticks. Could you fix one of them at least? Just tug the rope if you agree. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so we have 2 joysticks here. It looks like one of them we're gonna use for parts. So let's get this one taken apart and clean it up and see what needs to be replaced. So first things first, we clean the stuff, which, by the way, when you're working in a real electronics repair shop, this is a solid 80% of it is just cleaning people's shit, because nobody cleans their electronics. Even the people that think they clean their electronics, they really don't clean their electronics. Nobody cleans their shit ever. First things first, feel old looking in an Atari joystick. The nice thing, as Yacht Rock Smooth pointed out, Atari joysticks are not terribly complicated devices. A simple board, one button. And even within the context of this game, the stick is its own piece. So there's this little main board here. We're gonna need to replace the main board, and the rest looks like it's good. So we're gonna pause there, and we're gonna grab this other joystick. And this other joystick, we just need the main board out of it, and we can salvage the rest. So let's get the main board out of it. And then oh, this needs a button. Okay. So actually, let's go ahead and just throw out the button then. Oh, and it needs a cable. Okay. So we're going to hold off on this. Let's clean this board, and then we'll throw it into this parts box. And I'll show you guys how this parts box works. It's pretty straightforward, but you know, it's a video game, so there's some things that are a little weird. So you put this part in the box, it stays in that box. And so now I can back out of this. Oh, dang. Inspector Sakamoto, why are you tensed up like a cat in a kimono? There's a little case I'm investigating. There was a chase last night. Somebody broke into a store, smashed the windows, and made off with expensive equipment. I chased them all the way to the Kanda River. In the struggle, I fell straight into the water. I'm fine, but my flashlight was damaged. It won't turn on. Could you take a look? That flashlight is my faithful partner. When I turned it on, smoke came out of it, and the glass is smashed to pieces. It's a popular model, but you can't get parts for it here anymore. Still hope you can find a donor on the marketplace. Just be sure to check the seller's rating. People lie. Tell him you still don't have internet. I have an internet guy. He's a little odd, but he knows what he's doing. I'll send him to you. By the way, I'm surprised that somebody opened up again here so quickly after the business with the last master, but you seem to know what you're doing, so good luck. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I just got handed tea and cookies. Oh, that guy said good luck. Okay, so check it out, y'all. Who recognizes that flashlight? That, so much like the broken microwave that we found, this flashlight is also a reused asset from I Am Future, which made me so happy to stumble upon earlier today. So we got to fix this flashlight. We're going to need a couple of things. But for right now, we're going to set this aside so we can finish the, I'm just going to set it up here on the shelf so that we can finish the first joystick. Actually, no, that's the wrong one. There's the one. Okay. So this one is the one that needs the board. So we're going to take the board and toss it. We're going to take this board out of this box and we're going to attach it to the bottom of the joystick assembly. Add the button. Add the base, add the cable, and add the top. And we're going to just, hang on. We're going to flip it over so we can screw it back together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I worked at a pawn shop for 5 years, and yeah, that's true. People don't clean their shit. All the computers we got were filled with dust bunnies. Same with game consoles. I did have a job working at Geek Squad for 3 months. It was like a holiday seasonal job. And then I just chose not to go back after the holiday season. But in the 3 months that I worked for Geek Squad, we had a computer and a GameCube that came in wrapped in biohazard plastic because of the cockroach infestation they found inside. If your GameCube is infested with cockroaches, I will not be repairing it. Just as a general life rule. Yeah, Rock Smooth, I think you and I were friends like right around that time. Or maybe actually, Rock Smooth, I think you and I might have become friends like just after that. But like, yeah, that was, no, that's not true. No, we were friends by then. Cause I remember who I was dating when I was working at Geek Squad too. So actually, yeah, Rock Smooth, you and I had just become friends, I think, before I went to work for Geek Squad. And yeah. Yeah, cockroach infestation inside your computer is like not cool, man. So okay, so we finished the joystick. So what we do when we finish a project is we set it up on the ledge for the delivery guy to come pick it up, and that's going to be 4,000 yen. The delivery guy drops off the money and picks it up. I'm sorry. Have you fixed it already? Right. Here's your payment for the work. Should be enough, and you can keep the second joystick. I heard you still don't have internet. Can I help? It's so nice to be able to do something useful for somebody else. Here's an advert from our provider. They have the best rates. Write in your answer what speed you want. Y'all, this is taking place in like 2004. And according to this, I can get all the way up to 1 megabit per second for $150. Like, this translates roughly to $150 per week US. So 1,500 yen It's around $150 a week. So yeah, one whole megabit per second. $150 a week. Which would be what? $600 a month, give or take? I'm paying $600 a month for 1 megabit internet. Sorry, I have one more favor to ask. I bought a portable Noni PMP. I mean, if y'all can't figure out what that is, you'll see in a minute. They clearly had some licensing issues. It was hard to get as it's only just come out, but it doesn't turn on. The box was all crumpled, so the courier may have been in a hurry. On forums, everybody writes that only official services can perform repairs, but I don't get out much, so you're my only hope. You don't have a license? I don't have a license yet. What a pity. Never mind. I'll wait. As soon as you have a PMP license, I'll be in touch. Okay. We have money. We have internet. We have people emailing us trying to get their shit repaired. This guy needs a 2600 repaired, and this person says they've got an Eggachi. An Eggachi. Eggachi? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, so there's the 2600 that needs repaired. All right, we're gonna put the 2600 on that shelf. We're gonna put the Eggachi there. We're gonna put the box in the garbage, and we're gonna get to work on this flashlight. All right, so first things first, let's get these screws and these side panels off. At today's exchange rates, I'm talking about 20 years ago. 8-ball. This game takes place roughly like 2004. Okay, so that lens cap definitely needs to be replaced. I'm not going to put it in the garbage just yet because I want to keep kind of a running inventory of what I need to order. So what I've been doing is using just the left side of the mat here just to kind of set stuff over there. Looks like I'll need a bulb as well. So we need a lens and a bulb. Let's see what else we're going to need. Let's get this other side panel off. It's funny because this is how you take it apart in the other game too. It's got the 2 side panels and the 4 screws per panel. Ooh, that circuit board does not look good. All right, so we got 2 side panels. That circuit board is toast. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna need. Okay, and that's just a switch. Okay, so let's hit the computer. We need a lens, we need a bulb, and we need a circuit board for a flashlight. So let's go to Godzilla Firefox and see if we can find a donor flashlight. It says 1 star, doesn't turn on. Let's see if there's another flashlight anywhere. No, this is the only one. This guy with a 1 star. All right, let's buy this guy's broken flashlight, see if we can get the parts we need. Ah, delivery guy's here. Says, are you the new master? I think there's also a translation thing because they keep referring to me as the master. I think he means owner. At least it's not Internet Exploder, right? Hey there, are you a new master? Oh, I'm glad you've opened up. I'll have to do something. Now I'll have something to do. The last master went missing suddenly and it's been difficult. Mr. Hashimoto said that you need help delivering bills and orders and picking up goods for sale. Just put everything on the counter. Yeah. So what have you got there? Aha, bill. Here are the bills, rent and internet. I'll bring them in every week. Okay, gotta go now. Okay. Bills are sorted. I got my donor flashlight. So let's see if we can pull a circuit board and a lens and a bulb. The lens and bulb look good actually off of this one. So let's go lens. Let's go bulb. Yep, those look good. And then there's this side panel that needs replaced, but that's fine. We'll just toss that. Okay, and circuit board looks good. Cool. So let's go back to the other flashlight. And we're just gonna toss all these parts. We don't need them. And we're gonna put that. We're gonna put this. According to the Fed, it'd be $14.06. Oh, interesting. So 1,500 yen was about 15 bucks, or a little less than 15 bucks. Isn't that interesting? Because look at what the yen is worth compared to the dollar now. I promised I wouldn't get political on this channel, but facts are facts. Y'all, we appear to have a working flashlight. Wait, hold on. Why is it not working? Is this not? Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll just leave that there for the officer to come pick up. It says order will be collected tomorrow morning. Oh, it's after midnight. We gotta close. That's why I put the clock over here by the computer so I can see it from this screen, because I can go left and I've got some shelving here. I can go right and I've got some shelving and desk space over here. But this is like the main screen. I want to be able to see that clock in the corner. So I know it's after midnight. We want to watch out because there was a dude. And the cop warned, or not the cop, the guy, the first guy warned us to make sure we're closed up by midnight. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this other donor flashlight. We're actually just gonna set it over here and get it out of the way for now. If at some point we'll order some parts for it. And then what is this? This is the, oh, this is the donor joystick. So we're gonna put this over here too. We're gonna get back to those in a little bit. But I wanna make sure we're focused on customer orders first. So when you go to close down, so we close the gate to the window using this switch, and then we just click the bike to save and end the day. Now, before we continue on, I must share with you all, we once again have our tea in the Ninja Turtle cup with the turtle power. Oh, that's good stuff. I don't even know what kind of tea that is. Something vanilla flavored. You can see the turtle power. You need to add a TMNT mug to your collection. This is a good one if you can find it. Here, let me, just to show off a little bit. All right, so here's the front of the mug. It's got the boys circa classic 89 TMNT, or is it 87? Whenever the Ninja Turtles cartoon came out back in the day, the first one. And then it's got turtle power on the inside. You can see that there. And then on the back is the OG logo from the van. So we got tea, and then as mentioned, my wife's birthday cookies. She brought me some for the stream because I know y'all love some cookies. Snow. Right on cue, man. Pooh Snack says for my birthday, the 12th, my wife got me an original AT-AT Walker toy in the original box. Holy shit. That probably was not easy to find. Funny enough, one of the biggest Star Wars collectors in the world actually lives right here in Portland. And I used to work for that guy. He's a really good dude. He's got a store on Burnside. He goes by Billy Galaxy. And it's funny because his store on Burnside here in Portland is actually like physically not that big. The spaces are kind of tight. Like it's a retail space in kind of a major area of downtown Portland, like an older area of downtown Portland. So like the store physically isn't that big. What I did not know is that he has multiple warehouses here in the Portland area, and he's got at least 1 or 2 warehouses in Japan where he stocks all of his Star Wars shit that he's collected through his like Star Wars retail ventures. So the dude is like this absolutely insane, crazy Star Wars collector, and he does like really big business on the Star Wars collecting space. Salmon, shrimp, mac and cheese. Damn. I'm not a seafood guy, but that does sound good. By the way, this Super Mario 64 album from Kiraga is like hands down one of the best albums in the catalog. It's so damn good. And the guy that does all the piano work on this album is this dude 88-bit. You see him down there in the corner listed under the artist. 88-bit is this crazy good piano player. And he recorded this album. And then as the story goes, after he recorded this Mario 64 Lo-Fi album for Kiraga, he was like basically waiting for it to get released on physical. So they were waiting for like the records to get pressed, when he found out that he was getting picked up as a relief piano player for the touring off-Broadway show for Mamma Mia. So dude goes on tour with Mamma Mia while he's waiting for this Mario 64 album to get released. It was like 2 years ago. 2 or 3, might be 3 years ago now. But yeah, this Mario 64 Lo-Fi album is like, the story behind it is just insane. And you can hear it when you listen to it. Like the talent on display here is just absolutely epic. It's called Bazinga and it's run by a guy named Sheldon. That's amazing, Pooh Snacks. I don't know why it took me this long to read the second half of your comment. I'm sorry about that, but man, that is so good. There's a new food cart up here in so I live just across the river from Portland. Technically in Washington, it's a place called Vancouver, Washington. It's like right across the river from Portland. Like I'm literally 10 minutes from the Portland airport, just on the other side of the river. And there's a new food cart space up here, and they just put in a montage food cart up here in the new food cart pod. And so imagine my surprise when I found out that I could get montage mac and cheese delivered via DoorDash. Like as long as I get it within certain hours, because their hours are a little bit weird. But yeah, I there is one place that I know of that can actually, that in my opinion does mac and cheese, like classic mac and cheese, better than montage. And it's actually a little known place. It's a black owned business here in Vancouver called Smacktown. And they do burgers, they do chicken wings, but then they also have a mac and cheese they make. And I've worked with them on several events. They've done the catering at several of the events that I've done through my MC. And if y'all haven't had a chance, if you're local to the Portland, if you're local to the Portland area, get up to the Vancouver Mall, check out Smacktown. It is absolutely insane how good this food is. And especially for like a little mall kitchen joint. Like the stuff they're doing, the burgers they're making, and the food they're making back there, dude, like hands down the best wings I've ever had. Period. Like not even close. It's not even close. They are the best wings I've ever had. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Mac and cheese on a burger? Yeah, Smackdown does that. Okay. So at the end of the day, we get this like day, kind of a recap of the day. We have 2 completed orders. We got 1 in progress. We have 2 online orders in progress. And then overall repair orders, expenses, total, balance, etc. And then we have this little stamp. And this stamp, I believe, is us just like basically stamping the day's balance sheet to like confirm it. And we go look forward to the next day. Looks at flight options to get a burger. I mean, it is Portland. Crazier things have happened. Okay. So we're open, and first things first, our officer friend. I see you brought my old friend back to life. Here's your reward. We gotta, find a donor for the buy a Noni PMP license at Bucket's request. All right, so we got to get a license. Officer says, you don't mind if I ask you a few questions, do you? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Excellent. With regard to the incident last night, I'm convinced that Hashimoto is involved somehow, but we don't have much information. Do you know anything? I'm going to repeat Hashimoto's comments about how his son came home wet and angry that night. So was his boy. We've been getting complaints about him for a while. That really helps the investigation. I'm so glad you saved my flashlight. I really didn't want to lose it. Right, I'll be off. I stand out here like a cat in a kimono. Hi, help. My Agachi doesn't respond anymore. He was a gift from my mom. She'll be really angry. My class went on an excursion to the top of Tokyo Tower. It was so high up there and so beautiful, but I got distracted and dropped my Agachi straight into a puddle. I've done everything I could to... I fed him rice balls and wrapped him in a towel, but the screen still won't light up. I shook him, blew on him, and even said sorry, but he still didn't wake. Oh, this little girl said sorry. Fix him, please. He promised he'd grow up to be a huge dragon. All right, let's fix this little girl's Agachi. We're gonna start with the single screw in the back and remove the battery cover. Okay, battery, no problem. We got 1, 2, 3, looks like 4 screws. Easy enough. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, the back of the Agachi, it says I am future. It's got a little I am future logo. I think the Agachi character is supposed to be one of the AIs from I am future. Let's see. Speaker unit comes out, and then looks like we've got a couple more screws to get the main board out, and the main board's looking pretty dirty, so we're gonna clean that up. Ugh. Oh, gross. Screen's looking rough. No, come on. There we go. All right, clean up that screen. And then the last piece is the shell. Actually, shell looks fine. So let's get the screen back. Let's get the main board back on here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, speaker. And then the back. And then the second set of screws. Seems like an unusual amount of screws to hold this thing together. They probably could have done with about half that, but whatever. Okay. Got that little girl sorted out. She'll be very happy. Her mom won't have to buy her a new one. Let's work on the next one. Someone's in my window. Hi there. Says, hello again. I heard you were looking for me. How can I be of assistance? Tell him about the girl and her Agachi. Oh, yes, I remember. A whole class was here on an excursion. I can ask around and find out where they were from. You should at least have asked her name. Oh, and I bet she didn't pay, did she? I'll take the Agachi and pay for it with my own money. I earned a little extra today. Nah, man. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna charge the kid for the Agachi. Just needed a little cleanup is all. Okay, battery. This was from an online order. Somebody emailed about this one, so we're gonna get this one sorted and then get it shipped back to the customer. Who's in the window? Oh, you're back. But I have no delivery. I'm here on personal business. I bought a phone on the marketplace, but I need to get it working properly. Do you think you could do that? It's for my Haruki. She's the light of my life. She works in the building next door. Have you not been in there? Well, I suppose it's not for everybody. It's a rare Motorola limited edition. I really hope she'll like it. That is a Motorola Razr. All right, we're gonna put it on the shelf and get back to work. Out in Northeast, the Louisiana style black owned restaurant called Po Shines Cafe de la Soul. Crazy good food. I've heard of that place. I've heard very good things about that place. I remember when those came out, the Tamagotchis. Yeah. I never had one myself, but I definitely knew people on the playground that had them. Oh, the Moto Razr. Yeah. Well, that too. Same thing. I never had a Razr myself, but I knew people at school that had them. I think my sister had a Motorola Razr actually for a minute. I think she bought one. I was fine with just a normal ass flip phone. I didn't care that much. There was nothing about the Motorola that like really appealed to me. I damn sure didn't care about the colors, and there was nothing about it that made it a better phone than the flip phone that I was carrying around at the time. So I was just like, I don't need it. I never saw my electronics as a fashion statement. I always saw my electronics as tools. All right, so we're gonna get that. Now, we've got an Atari 2600 that needs to get sorted. Let's get this thing open. And we're gonna see what we're working with on the inside here. 2, 3, and here's screw number 4. All right, and we're gonna take the top off first, set that to the side. Next is the cable. We're gonna disconnect. Take the switches out. Looks like that left switch needs to be cleaned. So we're gonna take those. Clean up this left switch. There we go. And then let's see, we got 2 screws here and here. And then looks like a couple screws for that center part. Let's take this back plate off. We're gonna clean it up. I had the fried chicken there. No joke. I had to wait 15 minutes after it came to the table to eat it. It was that fresh. Yeah, the funny thing about Portland is that it's such a competitive food town. And the sort of like end result of all that competition here in town is that we get a lot of really good options for some just truly excellent food. And a lot of those really, really good food places are like Black and POC owned. I actually, one of the DJs that I work with quite a bit, their cousin owns this excellent vegan taco place. And they're native. So there's this like cool ass like native Mexican taco place that has really good food. And I'm not even really like, I'm not vegan. But the Portland vegan scene has really figured out their food. Like I have yet to have bad vegan food in Portland. You kind of got to know what you're going into, like, you know, make sure that your expectations are properly calibrated. But you can get some damn good vegan food in Portland. And I don't mean like good for vegan food. I mean good food that also happens to be vegan. Cause Portland does not play in the food scene. I used to describe Portland to people as like we literally do two things really well: beer and food. Like that's pretty much our whole thing. Because it you know, the weather always sucks here and nobody likes going outside. We're all just a bunch of nerds anyway, so we figured out indoor stuff to do, which is beer and food, and we're damn good at it. Get that back. Let's get these screws put back in the bottom. You can kind of do it through the thing if you get the angle right. All right, that should do it for the Atari. We can ship that off for the customer. What time is it? 16:43. All right. Let's get to work on this Motorola. Take the knobs off the hinge. Take the screws out of the screen. Looks like this whole assembly needs to be cleaned. So we're going to start with the screen module. There's a back screen. And then there's a main screen. Ew. All that dirt. And then we have the display frame. The little camera hole in the back. Up top there. There we go. All right. And then, looks like we needed to replace that antenna cover or whatever that is on the bottom there. All right. Battery cover is clean. We got to clean the battery up. So when I see a broken part like this, I got to check every part to make sure that there's no other broken pieces that need to be replaced. So if I got to order, yeah, see, here's this board. The board is clearly burned out. So we're going to need a board. We're going to need a back panel. And then let's see, we're going to clean up this. This is the antenna. A lot of people didn't realize the antenna was this little piece down in the base of the Motorola Razrs. Loved eating at Screen Door when you were in town. I loved eating at Screen Door when I was in high school. That place been around forever and for good reason. That place is an absolute staple in Portland. You cannot go wrong there. Some of the best breakfast in town for sure. No, I need the antenna. Okay, we need a main board and we need whatever this back plate is. Let's see. Let's go to the internet. Let's go to parts and let's go to phones and let's see what we can get here. We need this back panel and we need a main board for the Razr. Okay, so we're gonna buy those parts and it's still early enough. We should get them delivered pretty quickly. There he is. That was quick. I don't know if it's Amazon or another local delivery service, but whoever it is, they're fast as hell. You order these parts and then they show up 20 minutes later. Let's see. Screw that down. Screw that down. And then we'll get that in place. Get that in place. And then let's see. I think it's no. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Screw that down. Oh, we got some Metroid crates stream. Nice. All that delicious synth-wavy goodness. Okay. So that's the bottom half of the phone. Then we just got to assemble the top half. We got the frame. We got the screen. We got the rear panel. And then we got the screws. And this is the one for the delivery guy, so he'll be happy. I think he said he was going to give it to his wife or girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, that's working. All right, so we'll leave that there. It looks like our queue is clear. Oh, says what a beauty. She's going to love it. Her shift ends soon. Thank you so much. I'm off. Good luck. All right, let's check. Let's see. We got 2 new orders. Another Pokia, another 2600. All right, so we're gonna fix those when they come in. That would be them. And it's getting late. All right, we're gonna try to fix this before it hits midnight. Let's see if we can knock this out. At some point, I need to buy some better tools too, but the nice thing about this game is it's so low key. Like you can kind of just do the whole game on the base set of tools if you just have patience. If there's any kind of like time limit on fixing people's stuff, I haven't found it. I don't know if it's just because I kind of know how to manage a shop or if it's because like I don't know what the deal is, but okay, that goes there. Let's see, we're gonna pull these screws here. And then the back panel just needs to be cleaned up a bit. There's also a rust removal tool we can get for like if we get any rusty parts, but those kind of come later in the game. And then there's like the other really good tool that I found was the electric screwdriver. I might just try to grab that as soon as possible, because with the electric screwdriver, you just click the screws and they kind of undo themselves. It's super fast. Going by the theme of the game, I'm going to say it's Ormazone Prime. There's no time limit on anything. It's just meant to be chill. I'm guessing in the full game, they will either have time stuff or bonus for Speedy. Oh, maybe. Amazon was founded in 94, so it could have been them at this time. I mean, yeah, I kind of doubt it though. Because this is more like this is like a dude on a bike, so I think this is more like a local courier service in Japan. Because higher population density places like Japan, like especially like Tokyo, Japan, like the higher density spots are gonna have like courier systems and stuff in place. Honestly, even in Portland, like there's bike courier services in Portland that will deliver your shit faster than Amazon will. All right, so looks like that board is good. Doesn't need to be cleaned, doesn't need to be replaced. We're gonna put the switches back. I don't think it matters what order, they're all the same. Let's see, cartridge slot. We're gonna put the cover back on. Whoop, nope. There we go. No, we need the back panel. Screw that down. Put the cable, put the top on it, button it up. The screws are on the underside, but I don't need to flip it over. All right. And it's after midnight. We got to close up. But that's done. Now, order will be collected in the morning. I also want to take a look. Okay, we got another order for a razor here. Got a Nokia there that needs to get fixed. And then the other thing I want to do is take a look at this Atari controller. What do we need for this? We need a button, we need a main board, and we need a cable. So let's get those ordered. There's a button. There's a cable. And there's the circuit board. All right, so we're going to buy those parts so that we can finish this controller. Once we have a complete controller, we can sell it. Y'all remember when Amazon was just a bookstore? What are books? Oof. Ow, my age. Oh, Snowhole got him right in the old. Does your spam folder have any side quests or at least comedic relief? No, and that's unfortunately, I've been trying to click on that. There's 3 spam and I want to delete them, and because in real life when I have stuff in my spam, I just auto delete it because I don't care. But in this game, it won't let me click on it. Like I'm literally trying to click on it. It's not working. So I can't go to the spam folder and it bums me out. It's probably something for like a future thing because I believe this game is still pre-release. So we're going to put that back on the shelf. We got our parts ordered. We got this ready for pickup. And then first thing in the morning, we're going to get to work on this phone. And with that, it's 3 in the morning. Let's call it a day. I also don't love how fast the clock is. I feel like the day clock could be slowed down quite a bit. Because ordering a couple of parts and looking at a thing shouldn't have taken me till 3 in the morning. Honestly, that's kind of ridiculous. But whatever. Let's open it up. What is this? Garbage is what it is. Okay. Oh, hi. Finally, my shift's over. I'm sorry I'm in a real hurry. I've got an exam soon. My professor will be furious if I'm late. Oh, I thought, where's the other master? Oh, never mind. Hope you can help me. I want to sell my phone. It's almost new, but I dropped it. As it turns out, it's a rare Autorola limited edition. It's really expensive. I've even found a buyer already. How about I send a courier over later? Oh, I've got to run. That's my boss. Sure. We'll just put that on the shelf there. We got parts. We got another phone here. I think the other phone was off of the internet. All right, so we got, looks like speaker needs to be cleaned. Okay. Clean up the button. And we just got to check the battery and the back panel. Yeah, I need a faster screwdriver. This thing takes too long. Okay, back panel needs to be cleaned. Battery looks good from here. We'll pull it out just to take a look at it, but probably don't even need to clean it. We can just probably throw it right back in. Ooh, this back panel is disgusting. Oh, battery needs to be replaced. Okay. Well, let's get a replacement battery. Let's go here and we're going down to Pokia 3310 battery. Well, that was quick. back on. Main board back. Button up these screws. Ding. Phone is done. All right, phone's good to go. Pretty productive morning so far. I think we get started on the next phone. I believe this is the phone from the girl that stopped by. Yeah, her screen's all cracked. So we'll probably need to get a new screen module and possibly a new top panel. No, top panel looks good. So far it's just the screen module. Okay, that looks good. Good. Battery's good. Delivery is probably super fast because the manufacturing plant is around the corner. I mean, maybe. I guess it depends on which part of Japan. It didn't really specify, but I'm pretty sure Motorola is Japanese made. Let's go here. And there. And there. Okay, so this phone is fine. It just needs a new screen. So we're gonna hop on here, go to the parts site, get a screen module. Where is it? All the way at the bottom. Okay, that was quick. There we go. Good as new. We'll just drop that there and move on to the next one. And then tonight, once we get the phones sorted and all the customer orders are taken care of, we can put that controller together with the spare parts that we ordered. And we'll get that ready to ship out so we can sell it on the secondhand market. Okay, that needs to be cleaned. That, there's that, there's that. Okay. Ooh, battery. Yeah, battery's looking pretty gross. Okay, let's go back panel. Clean up the speaker. So tell me this isn't like the perfect game for some lo-fi and some cookies. Doesn't look like I'm gonna need any new parts for this one, so let's go ahead and just button it back up. Let's go here. Made for it. Even the music in game is lo-fi chill stuff. Yeah. Oh, hi. Another delivery? I'm right here. Customer is my Haruki. It's an envelope for you from her. Payment for phone repairs. Did she really manage to break my gift? Well, yeah, she's always in a whirl at work. I've been waiting for a call or email from her every morning or every evening. I thought she hadn't worked out how to use it yet, but it turns out she'd just broken it. Isn't that funny? She'll definitely right now. Sure, buddy. Good luck with that. All right, so that phone's done. We got some money. Let's check their emails. We got 2 new orders, another Razer, another Atari controller. And speaking of Atari controllers, let's throw this one back together. Oh, well, the new stuff's here already, so let's just set it over there. And you can see I've got kind of a system, right? Like you did it. It wasn't easy. It was a whole adventure, but I did it. When I was asking about the class, one old lady thought I was Yakuza while I was escaping a blow. Came out on the other side, and there was a dog that broke its chain to get at me. He was chasing me around like my backpack was full of meat. It was terrifying. Fortunately, the dog's owner stopped it just in time. Well, after a couple of bites, the owner was very happy to help me trace that class, and that's how I found her. School turned out to be nearby. The name was Yui of the girl. I mean, she was so happy. She called me a hero and even gave me a picture. So beautiful. But of course, you're the real hero. I got a crane. Well, I guess we'll have to just set that on my shelf here. That's very nice. Back to my broken Atari controller. I got spare parts for it. So let's go circuit board. Let's get the button. Let's get the base. Let's get the cord, and let's get the top. And with some screws, that should be it, I believe. We've got a perfect controller that is up for sale on the secondhand market. And we've got another controller that needs to be repaired. So let's get to work on that one. We clean and we dust and we scrub and we vibe. Absolutely 100% true story. One of my most like chill, serene, coolest places I've ever been is under a pair of headphones working on building a computer for my dad, one of my dad's clients. He gave me a box of parts, said, "Here, I need you to go build this." And I put on some headphones, and man, like I listened to some blues music, just sitting there listening to blues and building computers. And it was like, to this day, it's one of my favorite things in the world to do, is just put on some tunes and build a computer until it's done, you know, until it gets booted up and then you have to start loading it with software. But like, that's just my absolute favorite thing. It just puts me in my happy place. I don't know what it is. And doing repair jobs like this is basically the same thing. You just hang out, fix stuff. I did enjoy the air duster tool. Made dusting much faster. It can sometimes. What's funny is I learned that there was a difference between dirt and dust, and sometimes the air duster didn't get all the dirt, so then you'd have to switch back to the brush anyway. Not that speed was ever needed. Yeah, also true. For me, the most serene place is the bathroom. Well, unless I'm at my girlfriend's house and her cat tries to break in when I'm in there. No privacy at all. Yeah, cats don't really do privacy. That's not their thing. All right, so we got that controller fixed. We got another Motorola here needs to get sorted. All right, let's start with the top screws. Looks like this whole top assembly needs to get cleaned, and looks like possibly the bottom speaker assembly is going to need to be cleaned as well. So let's start here with the outer shell and the little window. Okay, now we got the screen. It's fine. Let's take these off. We'll get this top assembly. It's got the camera, the frame. Was it display frame is what they're calling it? Sure, why not? There we go. Nice and clean. All right, next we do these. I gotta clean up the battery. Scrub a dub dub. Yeah, our 6-month-old puppy is kind of the same way, especially with my wife Carrie. Carrie will be in the bathroom and the dog will just shove her head against the door to push it open. Like, just absolutely zero privacy. Just, what you doing? Can I be a part of it? And my wife just kind of resigns to, fine, just let me pee in peace. It's worth a chuckle pretty much every time. Hold on, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, screws. I gotta get the screws down first. There we go. That, get that. Screws. Okay. And then we finish with the top frame. We're gonna go screen. We're gonna go back plate. Screws. And then we button it up with the hinges. And we're there. Let's go. Perfect. I know. Still early enough, you should pick it. Yeah, there he goes. Drops off money, picks up the phone. Let's go ahead and close up. We don't have any other business for tonight. We do have another order. We'll get that order in. And then let's see what else we can. There's got to be some other stuff. Maybe some like, see, there's the air duster. We'll go ahead and add one of those. You know what? I'm going to get this electric screwdriver and the sandblaster. All right, so tool upgrades are basically done. I don't need that middle screwdriver because I skipped right to the electric. And then let's see, so this marketplace tab is a bunch of like broken stuff that we can buy, fix, and then sell. So that's part of the economy of the game. We can buy this broken stuff, fix it, and then sell it. We'll go ahead and grab this and this, and this. And then that one and that one. The faster we make some cash, the faster we can get the licenses we need for the Noni play machine. Definitely not a Sony PlayStation. That's a Noni play machine. And then there's a couple other things that we can get. Oh, like the Noni Go Man. Anyway. All right, we're gonna order up some stuff and we're gonna call it a day. My cat is my poop protector. My poop-tector, if you will. She comes in to make sure I'm good and guards me from predators, then wants sink water and makes me self-conscious by scraping her little litter box because she thinks the stink is her. Yeah, that sounds like a cat. When our cat was younger, he used to do the same thing. But now that we have a 6-month-old puppy, and the puppy harasses my wife on the like on the toilet, the cat doesn't go in there as much because the puppy will harass the hell out of the cat. Absolutely harass the hell out of that cat. All right, so we got our tool upgrades. We have more tool upgrades. Got another phone here. Got a Atari here. Got a Egachi. Got a controller. Okay. Well, shit, we got a full day's worth of stuff ahead of us. Let's start with the Egachi, I guess, or Egachi. Hey, it's the little. I just noticed it's the little minion things from I Am Future on the back. Oh, and it's the fish. It's the fishing bait, the clam and the different types of bait and lures and stuff from the fishing. That's funny. All right, battery cleanup, good. Oh, right, I've got the electric screwdriver now. So all I have to do is click the screw and it takes care of itself. Oh, that's so much faster. Oh, that's so nice. I didn't even think, like my first run through, I didn't even think to get it this early in the game. But man, absolute game changer. One, two, three, four. Look how fast that was. Boom. Done. Next. I saw him pick up the thing, so I gotta grab my money. Don't want to leave that money sitting on the windowsill. Never know who will come by and swipe it. Okay, looks good, looks good. Speaker, screws. Let's go back plate, battery, and battery cover. And one final screw. Boom. Hey, it's my job, the video game. Random fun fact: lights in video games use real electricity. That is technically true. That is technically true. They do that. Also, I just said do. Pedicabo, good to see you. Yeah, I was thinking about you when I got this game. I was like, oh shit. Oh, that button needs to be replaced. Hang on. Oh, and the frame needs to be okay. So if the screen pans down to the garbage can, that means the part needs to be replaced. So we're gonna take these screws out. Okay, so that circuit board needs to be replaced. See if there's anything else that needs to be replaced or cleaned. Yeah, battery. Okay. All right, so we need a circuit board, a screen frame, a menu button, and the battery. There's the frame. There's the battery. There's the menu button. And then where's the main board? There it is. All right, let's buy those 4 things. Should deliver pretty quick. My cat also loves to watch games, movies, and streamers. She is currently watching you. Ha! Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty, 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 kitty. We have been perceived by El Gato. Does the cat respond if I go? Maybe. No. Okay. They still make those batteries. A lot of cheap electronics use them. Yeah, it's true. They still make these phones, technically. In fact, I think they brought them back somewhat recently as like a special re-release or something. Let's go there, and then let's go here. Boom. And then we put that, and we put that, and that. Oh, I got to do the screws first. There we go. That and that. Boom. Perfect. Don't forget to remove unneeded parts. Oh, yeah, these. They're talking about these old parts. They go in the garbage. Okay. You can get all this stuff on AliExpress. No headphones. She just sits here watching and relieving my legs from all that pesky blood. I see burn spots on that screen. We're definitely going to need a new screen for this one. Yeah, that LCD is burned out pretty bad. See that? Oh, it looks like the speaker's cracked too. So we're going to need a speaker. We're going to need a screen. Menu button looks good. Function buttons look good. Keypad just needs to be cleaned up a bit. That's fine. It's always interesting to me when like the keypad needs to be cleaned, but the menu buttons don't. It's a weirdly specific spot of dirt. Looks like the main board's good. All right, we're gonna clean up the back panel a bit. There we go. And then battery is good, so we're gonna put that back, put that back. We'll go here. 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's get a speaker and a screen. Hang on. Did I pass it? Where's the screen? There's the speaker. There's a screen. Okay. So we'll get those ordered. Put the rest of this stuff back while we're waiting for the delivery guy. Man, it took a lot to do that to those old Nokias. God, if only the crud came off that easily. Holy shit, it's Yachty. Yeah, we got the Cool Kids Club going on out here in chat tonight. If you're hanging out in my chat tonight watching me fix electronics on a video game, then you're part of the Cool Kids Club. Oh, I gotta throw the parts away. That's the problem. There we go. All right, now we're good. Right? Are we good? Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. Get out of here. Go on, get out of here, you scamp. Oh, this one's even filthier. Filthier. It's crazy. I've had 3 of these phones in a row, and each one was more filthy than the last. No, come on. There we go. Actually, this might require a bit of rust removal. Yeah. There we go. Don't know how you get rust on a speaker like that, but maybe dropped it in a toilet or something. That happens sometimes to cell phones. Happens to a lot of folks. I don't know how many. I haven't dropped many cell phones in the toilet in my day. But I can say confidently that the number is higher than 0. So, you know, can't really be too judgy when it comes to people dropping their phones in their toilets. That happens. And we clean it up. We throw the main board in some rice. A couple of days, we put it back together. Just hope that it boots. Do we get a secret handshake or have to sync watches? You just have to dial in your decoder ring. No bother. The secret message is always just an ad for some drink mix that tastes like dirt. Currently on an LOA from work until mid-March. Boss gave me an ultimatum. I either quit or go on leave. They haven't been too happy with me. Long story short, I'm actively searching for a new job. I don't think they want me back. Dude, I don't think you want to go back. Like, respectfully, Yacht Rock Smooth, you've hated it there for a minute. So, like, I don't think they want you back either, but, like, I don't think you want to go back. So, you know, it seems pretty mutual at this point. Oh, speaker. There we go. Ding. Another phone done. It's only 8 o'clock. Should be able to get that one picked up. Man, we're just knocking them down today. Let's see. I bet we can get this controller done. I think this controller was a customer order too. So let's get this controller knocked out real fast, and then we can tack that on to the day's totals. Let's see. Let's get that. No, I'm enjoying my extended break. No, I don't want to go back at all. It took me 20 years to find the job and company I truly love. You'll find it. I work with a lot of scumbags. I'll spare the details. You know what's funny, Yarrock Smooth? Your story about where you work is so similar to someone else that we know that works for the same company, just at like in a different region, in a different area. But the things that other person we know complains about is the same stuff that you complain about. And so that tells me it's definitely like a managerial issue at the company level. Because, like, if one person has issues with a company, yet like whether I'm being supportive of my friend or not, like, it's hard to say for sure, like, who's really at fault or if everybody's at fault or no one. It's like kind of like that Reddit thread, right? Like, could be everyone sucks here, or like you might be the asshole, or they might be the asshole, whatever. But knowing two different people that work for the same company in two completely different cities having the same issues, that kind of firms it up for me that you're not the problem. So I don't blame you for not wanting to go back, dude. I wouldn't want to go back either. Frankly, I'm surprised you put up with it as long as you did. I'd have gotten thrown the hell out of there. Some of the crap that you put up with. Looks like we got 2 bad switches. Let's see. Let's zoom in a bit. We're going to see if we can get this piece off here. Looks like the cartridge port needs to be cleaned up. So we're going to do that real quick. Just give it a scrub. Yeah, I can tell you that company sucks horse balls. I pretty much stopped doing business with them entirely. You got money on the counter? You're right, I do. Thank you for the reminder. Also, it's 11:30 at night. Let's go ahead and just close this up. I'm not gonna have this done in time. And the deliveries are done for the day anyway. I gotta order 2 switches. So let's do this. Let's put this back. Let's put this back. Okay. Screws. These 2 switches are good. It's the other 2 that are bad. We can put that on. And then let's go over to the computer. And we're gonna go to gaming and we're gonna order. There we go. Order 2 of the switches. All right, those will get delivered in the morning. We're gonna call it a day. And we're gonna head home for the night. Pooh Snack says, looks like you have enough for a license. Yes, that'll be, let me finish this phone and then that'll be next on my to-do list. I want to pick up that license and then I want to go ahead and, see what other orders are coming in through the email. Yes, the old, I won't remember where all these fucking screws came from tomorrow. So I'm going to put it back together now and hate myself in the morning. You know what's funny? The game keeps track of the screws for you, so like I don't have to. But Pedicabo, you've done enough electronics repair that I think you recognize the habit. I have the habit of like half putting it back together before I close up for the night because I don't want to have to deal with it in the morning trying to remember where all the screws go. So it's funny that you called that out because the game doesn't care. The game doesn't make you keep track of the screws. But I've had to keep track of real screws in real life so many fucking times that I just get in the habit of like at least putting them like part way back, like do a half build just so you know where everything goes when you come back in the morning. That's funny as shit, dude. That you called me out on that. Let's see. We need to drop these in the garbage. That delivery should be my new switches. Yep. And we're just gonna put these right back on there. And we're gonna button it up. Look at this electric screwdriver. Just zip, 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 zip. And we're done. Oh, it's a learned skill, not a born talent. I recently took apart an NES to deep clean it and had 2 screws left over. I had no idea where they came from. I hope those 2 screws weren't important. Dude, yeah, Rock Smooth, if I had $1 for every time that I finished putting something back together and I had another screw left over. Dude, that is real shit. You guys want to hear a fun fact? If you want to get to the RCA cable underneath a turntable, there are 30 screws on a Technics 1200. Ask me how I know that. There are 30 screws on the underside of a Technics 1200 to get to the RCA cable. Let's see. There we go. 2, 3, 4. And we're going to clean that up. The worst is when you see a screw coming up in the sequence and you know you have no idea where it came from, but you have to hope you have an epiphany when you get to it because the customer is watching. Now, I'm not going to lie, Pedicabo, I would never do a repair in front of a customer. I would never, ever, ever, ever do a repair in front of a customer, ever. The customer can wait or they can come back for it. I will not do a repair in front of a customer, like, period. There's too much shit that has to go wrong. There's too much shit that's like, fucking, oh no, I know you were field tech. I absolutely know it couldn't be helped. That's why I was never a field tech. I stuck to the shop. Because of exactly that. I mean, I've done a little bit of field tech work, so like I know what it is to do that. But if I have a choice, I will not do it in front of a customer, because sometimes you have to get creative, and sometimes that creativity makes customers very nervous for no reason. But they don't know that their nerves are for no reason. This thing needs a cable, so let's order a Atari cable. Let's see. Here's the cord. Okay. Buying a cord. It's light speed delivery. Good Lord, that cable got here fast. All right, let's button that up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're gonna throw this out. And we're gonna call it good there. I don't know where all these phones came from. I can't remember if they were. Oh, grab the money. I can't remember if all these phones were from email orders. They must have been, because I don't think I ordered more secondhand phones yet. Oh. So I think these are all just customer devices. Man, I miss having a repair shop. I love that games like this are getting more common now. Just because it's a very specific type of nostalgia for me, because I grew up in my parents' store. Like I would usually like DJ on the weekends, especially like you know, in my 20s, I was doing a lot of like weddings on the weekends, and then I would, like during the summers, I would work my dad's shop during the week, and help out with. Oh, gotta get that speaker in there. There we go. Easy cleaning job. Oh boy. Okay, I got 2 more Rolos sitting there. It's the Pepsi can shim from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. I like that book a lot when I read it as a teenager. I'd rather there were more repair shops, but it's an impossible industry to get into anymore. I don't know if it's impossible. I think it's a matter of being in the right market and finding the right demand. There's a computer repair shop by my place that's been there for like 30 years. Surprised they're still in business. Yeah, there's a few repair shops that I know of up here kind of by me. I mean, it is definitely not an easy industry to get into. But it's very doable. What I find interesting is that there's actually a lot of demand for repair work in the secondhand video game market. There's a lot of video game shops that either do their own repair stuff in-house, or they'll hire somebody to do repair stuff. And so like if you really want to get into doing that type of repair work, you can. It is doable. It's not great. It's not like it used to be, you know. I think the corporatization and commoditization of electronics has really kind of ruined the secondhand repair market. But I think that, you know, with a lot of the work that iFixit and folks like that are doing to support the right to repair in the States, like, I don't think repair shops are going to die necessarily. I think the industry is just kind of changing and updating as the electronics change, and as the sort of the secondary and tertiary industries around those repairs, you know, like aftermarket parts and distribution and stuff like that, all kind of changes. you know, just kind of updates, as in all things. Four, 5, 6. There we go. Boom. That one didn't even need parts. Super easy. This one's gonna need parts. Holy shit, this one's gonna need parts. You either have to be established to have massive buckets of money for part stock. Yeah, I'd love to run a video game repair shop. I've learned a lot since getting into doing repairs on old consoles and modding. I should get my soldering skills together, learn how to use an oscilloscope. Oscilloscopes aren't bad, but honestly, you don't really need oscilloscopes too much these days, because like oscilloscopes were a lot more useful before everything was digital. Really what you need is not an oscilloscope. What you need is a logic probe, and you got to get comfortable with how to use a logic probe in complex circuits. And if you can do that competently, like they're not particularly hard to learn how to use a logic probe, because everything is digital. It's basically, it works or it doesn't, right? But if you can get comfortable with using a logic probe, then that's basically all there is to it, because there's rarely going to be a time where you're going to have a digital circuit that needs to be repaired because you can't get a part for it. And usually if you can get the part for it, it's going to cost more to repair than to replace. So I worked a few repair jobs. None of the companies were the least bit interested in actually fixing shit. They play games with actuarial tables and being sketchy with their warranties. Ooh, I see dead motherboards all the time. I won the favor of my IT group at work, and they know my nerdy skills are enough that a couple of weeks ago they walked me through the seating the better in my work laptop. But the oscilloscope makes me look smart. Reseating the battery. Yeah. Oh, looks like we need an antenna. We're gonna clean that up. So we definitely need an antenna, and it looks like we're gonna need a top shell. And then this speaker needs to be cleaned, but it doesn't look like it needs to be replaced. Okay. And then this looks fine. So, all right, let's get the speaker back on here. Let's get the bottom piece back on here. Screw. All right, so we need a top shell. We need an antenna. Everything else looks fine, I think. Yeah. All right, so yeah, so we're good. We're good here otherwise. What time is it? Yeah, we got time. Where's that antenna? There's the front panel. There's the antenna. Okay. Stupid bot. Get wrecked. Especially with DDR5, that needs to retrain whenever the RTC is cleared. Can't think of too many instances where popping the battery would be useful. So a lot of modern laptop batteries, if the battery starts to struggle with like voltage reporting, it can start to fuck with the computer's ability to manage that voltage. And I see a lot of computers that end up having reported battery issues or battery related symptoms, that it's just because the battery needed to be battery came loose basically. Because smart batteries on modern laptops are like weirdly over engineered. Got my USB ports working again for some reason. Yeah, because your USB ports need a constant 5 volt, and frankly, I don't know who made your laptop, but I would bet you $100 that the USB controller they used is dog shit, because every laptop uses a dog shit USB controller. And so what probably happened was your battery got loose. It started misreporting the voltage, which means it started misassigning and misprioritizing the voltage, which means that your USB devices started to act up because it needs that constant 5 volt, and not every USB controller is accurate to what they're supposed to be rated for. As a matter of fact, Linus Tech Tips did a video somewhat recently when they released their new USB cables, where they sort of broke down like how flimsy the regulatory practices are on USB devices and cabling, because you'll buy a cable from a reputable company that's rated for 10 gigabits a second over the USB-C, but it can only do like 9.5 or 8. So they're straight up lying to us about like what these USB cables are capable of. It is because they use cheap, shitty shielding on the cables. And the same is true of USB controllers. I've had so many DJs that have had so many problems with so many different DJ controllers because the USB controller on their computer was dog shit. And it's not the $1,500 DJ mixer, it's the $30 USB controller that's inside that bullshit laptop that I'm constantly having to fight with. DocuStation stopped displaying on my secondary and tertiary monitors. It's Dell, so you're right. Dude, Dell computers haven't been good in 20 years. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult you. I hope that you don't take it that way, but yeah. If I had to list my favorite Windows laptops right now, Dell would be very near the bottom of that list. Well, he picked up the phone. It's about midnight. We're gonna go ahead and close the window. And you know what? Let's get this out. We got a couple things we got to do. First of all, we got to get that license. We need a license to repair the Noni PMP. You guys recognize the Noni PMP, don't you? I'm sure many of us had a Noni PMP 20 years ago. All right, so our license is going to be delivered in the morning. Dell is right above HP. No, not anymore. HP has some business practices that are pretty shitty. I would stay away from HP because of their business practices, but their build quality is actually not that bad these days. Because HP bought Compaq and they bought I think Gateway or somebody else. HP bought a couple of other sub brands, and so they started branding all of their sub brands. They started manufacturing all of their shitty computers with the sub brands on the label, and then HP, if it says HP on it, it is actually a pretty decent machine. HPs are trash. Yeah, dude. I know. I'm not saying they're great. I'm just saying they're not as bad as they used to be. And they're definitely not as bad as a Dell. Because Dell does the same shit. If it says Dell on it, it's probably a piece of crap. And if it says Alienware on it, it's probably not a piece of crap. Although these days, they're kind of 6 of 1 because all of the Dell's machines are crappy. I'd still take Dell. Nah, I wouldn't touch a Dell. I wouldn't touch an HP. for differing reasons. I really like Lenovo, but they're starting to kind of go downhill. And actually Acer has been surprised. Has been a surprise for me. I've now had 2 different Acer computers that have really surprised me. In fact, my current laptop is from 2018. It's an Acer and I still take it on stage with 8 gigs of DDR4. I'm still playing out on stage with 8 gigs of DDR4 on my old Acer. Because I bought a 2-in-1, so the RAM is soldered down. I can't upgrade it. It's a whole thing. But long story short, I've still got an Acer that's going strong, and I've been really, really impressed with Acer. Lenovo has a couple of decent lines that are decent, but even they're going to help. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the whole electronics industry has been in the shitter for a minute. And with the RAM situation where it's at the moment, like it's not getting better. So, oh, what was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was going to look and see what I need. Okay. So I need a panel. I need a main board. I need a bulb, and I need a lens, and then I can sell this thing. So let's go on here. Let's order some parts. Hang on. I need to know which panel it is. Left panel. Okay. So I need the right panel. So it's right panel. I need the cup, I guess. The bulb and the board. Okay. So we got parts coming for the flashlight. We got a new license for the Noni PMP. We'll take care of that next day. Sometimes you get a tank, sometimes you get wet tissue paper. I've been rocking a System 76 laptop. That while kind of chonk, I enjoy it every day. My next box that I build will be Linux, F Microsoft, and all they stand for. Yeah. Keep meaning to switch my gaming machine to some flavor of Linux because I despise Windows 11. Yeah, I mean, Windows 11 is yeah. I can't even defend it. Windows 11 has gotten so bad. I'll never go Mac, but staying with Windows is getting harder and harder these days. I'll definitely give you that. Shia-kun is here. What up, Shia-kun? Yeah, we're doing electronics repair. This is the game. This is the other game from the same people that made I Am Future. So like this flashlight, for example, should look pretty familiar because it's the same one that was in I Am Future. In fact, we should have just gotten new parts delivered. Please forgive the intrusion, but I have good news. The championship ended a couple hours ago and the results are out. I came first. You won't believe it, but my final round with the new joystick was what decided it. It was all because of you. Thank you so much. And it looks like things are going well for you too, right? And congratulations on getting a Noni PMP license. As promised, I've got an order for you. Could you fix it, please? Okay. Well, we got it's not a PSP, it's a PMP, because of course it is. We got parts for the flashlight. We got our PMP repair license. We're just gonna put that on the shelf next to our lovely paper crane. And then we are gonna trash the cardboard box. All right, so this is all pretty much good to go. We just need to kind of button it up. So let's put that. Let's put that. Screw, 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 screw. We need a bulb. We need a cup. Something's not right. Check the parts again. Dude, don't do this to me. Are you kidding me? I need a damn battery. All right. Let's go get a battery, I guess. Stupid battery. One drive can eat it? Yeah. I deleted OneDrive. So, dude, I've never deleted anything as fast as I deleted OneDrive. I'm doing okay. Just been chilling. I kind of want to build a Windows 98 box and load it up with some boomer shooters. Awesome. The amount of times I've saved to what I thought was my desktop, only to find out the file on my desk, not to find the file on my desktop because it was saved to OneDrive. Dude, yeah, you got to get OneDrive out of there. We have a new guy at work who never mutes Cortana when he's imaging machines. It's like hell's chorus. Okay. I don't know how much I want to talk about this on stream, but if you guys want to do a little Tech 101 class on Discord or something, let me know. Cause I got some tools I can turn you on to. Definitely know how to make Windows 11 a lot more palatable. There's a particular tool I've been using lately with some of my DJs that I've been doing computer repairs for. You run this tool in Windows 11 and it cleans up a lot of crap. It's a work laptop. I mean, that can mean a lot of things, but if you're not comfortable with making those kinds of like registry level changes, they want cloud backup for everything. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I mean, it's entirely up to you and your relationship with your work, like how you guys want to manage all that. But all I'm saying is for those that are interested, I would be willing to walk y'all through some of the tools and answer some questions on like a Discord call if we want to do that. So you guys let me know if you want something like that. We can make it happen. All right. Batteries replaced. That should do it. Yep, there we go. Working flashlight. Let's get this thing on the market so I can make some money off of it. Meanwhile, let's get this PSP fixed. Sorry, PMP. It's not a PSP. PSP is a licensed product that doesn't exist in this game's universe. Door, cartridge. Let's get the battery cover, the battery. Gonna take those screws out. Gonna take these. That one. There's the disk drive. Looks like we've got a frame down there that needs to be cleaned up. Oh yeah, that screen cover needs to be cleaned too, for sure. The front panel there. Ooh, backside. There we go. Good as new. So Windows 11 has a lot of bugs, probably lacking the creds as well. Microsoft considers them features, but basically yes. Believe me, if I could do a system level changes with IT's blessing, I would. Look how easy it is to just pop off that LCD. I know. Video game tech repair is so much easier than real life. You know what's crazy is I've been playing this game for 2 hours. I haven't bent a single pin or had to twist a single frame. I haven't had a single button go rolling across the floor. I haven't lost one screw this entire time. If all tech repair was this easy, man, if only. Okay, we're almost down to. You gotta get this frame out of the way. This is the Wi-Fi board, and it needs some cleaning for sure. All right, there we go. Let's put the board back. Let's put the subframe back, and then we do the main board, and then we do the top frame. Screw, and screw. And then let's see, the controller board goes there. LCD goes there. Screw 1 and 2. Front panel goes on top. Screw 1, 2, screw 3, and screw 4. And then we go disk drive. 1, 2. 3 and 4. We put the disc, we put the cover, put that screw in, then we do the battery and battery cover. Ding. Let's go. That little bucket's going to be very happy to get his PMP back. Haven't broken a lock gate off a ZIF connector. Not today, I haven't. Bent pins, lost screws, etc. are probably being planned for hard mode. Same with recapping. Oh God. I see my PMP on the counter. Thank you so much. Payment as usual. A new demo from the studio. I put it straight on my wish list. I recommend you do the same. It's so great that we have a new master. Again, I think there's a translation problem. It keeps calling me master, and I think it's supposed to be owner, like business owner. But I think it translates weird. Draw Happy Pac-Man and tug the rope, and then that's the end of the play test. You can wish list it, or you can keep going, because this game is not over. You can actually keep playing. So we got some money, and we still have a couple licenses we can pick up. And we'll probably have some orders. Let's check our, yeah, we got another order in the email. And then since we only got one order, let's go ahead and buy some stuff. See if we can repair that 4, 5. Let's go 7. Yeah. That's a new project. Oh, actually, let's go to Home Depot. And we can go 1, 2, and 3. We'll buy that stuff too. All right, so we got some stuff that needs repairing. Oh, this is a little like decorative thing. This should add a bit more Zen. Yep, Zen +3. We love that. There's another little decorative guy. Little kitty cat. Let's put the kitty cat. Let's put him on this shelf. No, let's do like right there. What else we got? We got the nice little lantern we can put right there. I like that. Okay. Makes recapping much easier than poking a needle through. Hold up. What are we talking about? Looking at getting a desoldering gun? I mean, I switched to using a soldering wick. I quit using a gun years ago. I find a soldering wick is a lot more thorough when it comes to desoldering. And then a flux remover. Don't buy cheap flux remover. Get the good shit. And get a good soldering wick, something nice and long with that's fairly wide, so that you can get good surface coverage. And like I have a desoldering gun. I just haven't used it like ever. All right, let's fix some shit. Two, 3, 4. Now we're gonna clean this up. Nice and easy. A gun is good for pass-throughs though. Wix won't do as well for that, particularly with the lead-free stuff from the mid-90s on. I guess. Listen, I want to be very clear, Pedicabo. I am not disagreeing with you. I think it's just a style thing. Like, I personally have never really needed one, but I'm not saying that they're not useful, or that some people don't find them very particularly useful. I just haven't really. Yeah, exactly. Different strokes. And like Pedicabo, I know you know me well enough to know that I'm not like calling you a liar, but like I just want to be clear for everybody else in the room. Like, it's just a style thing. I'm not saying Pedicabo doesn't know what he's doing. In fact, I know that he knows what he's doing. So that's not it. It's just, for me, I've never really needed, like, I have a desoldering gun if I ever need one. I just never need one. But doing most of the time I'm doing solder stuff, it's turntable repair these days. So like that's 99% surface soldering stuff. Not so much the pass through. I guess it kind of depends on the turntable, but it's mostly surface. Man, I have fucked some pads though, I'll tell you. I have fucked some soldering pads in my day. I forgot to look and see which of the devices I have was the like customer order, so I should probably peek and see if I got the right thing, because I do not recall. Well, the game doesn't care, so it'll get done when it gets done. I don't at the moment know what time it is in game. Oh, it's only like 8 o'clock. Okay.
The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person.
Ooh. Dead speaker. Board is good. Antenna is good.
A thing that doesn't change with time.
And then front speaker needs a bit of cleaning, or keyboard cover, I guess is what they call it. All right, let's put that back. Let's put that back. Put that one back. Screw. That board goes there, and then let's get one of these speaker parts. Where is it? No, that's the Nokia. There it is. Easy. Put the top assembly back on here. Man, that delivery guy does not make enough money. That guy needs a raise. Wicks work well for getting cast off a board, but not as well to clean out the pass-throughs. The phone owner is probably a gardener since they dug it out of the ground with all that dirt. Right? I could be down with this game, but it might be too real. I'd be doing electronics repair for like 12 hours on a work day. Yeah, I mean, if you're doing this shit. Oh, I gotta throw out the bad speaker. That's what it is. Yeah, if you're doing this shit for a job still, like day in and day out, I wouldn't recommend doing this as a video game, like to pass the time. But like, you know, I miss working at my dad's repair shop. So like PC build sim, Oh my God, dude. I almost cried when I started playing BC Build Sim. Cause like I wanted to take out the trash, you know? Like I wanted to sweep the floor. And PC Build Sim wouldn't let me do that stuff. But like, aside from those two things, like everything else about PC Build Sim was so real and so accurate to my experience in my dad's shop. Like I really, really loved that game. Like in a way that most people will never understand. Because it wasn't just about being a nerd. It was about my childhood, man. Like I can get down, you know, with some nerds. God knows I know plenty of them. I need the top and bottom case parts for that. See if I can get some real quick. Where that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come here. That one and that one. It's too late. I'm not going to get them delivered tonight. No way. This dude needs a raise. What a bamf. Got it to me before midnight and everything. Look at this guy. Absolute fucking hero. Out. Let's see. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. And we are done with that one. Accept the order in progress. Okay. Well, we'll have to get the pickup for that in the morning, I guess. As well as that one. All right. That's going to be it for that one. Let's shut it down for the night. Turn off the lamp. Head home. This has the benefit of instant gratification, though. IRL, I have to wait days or weeks for part deliveries. I like that game. My coworkers thought I was nuts, though. I mean, it was a good game. I never played the second one. PC Build Sim 2 had like a much more updated parts list, and like, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to play the second one. I still may play the second one. But playing the first one was like a real, like, it was just a shot of straight nostalgia for me. Like in that really deep, like I miss my dad kind of way. Like the people just aren't going to understand what PC Build Sim means to me. Screen's looking a little dusty, but nothing I can't handle. Looks like the buttons got a little schmutz on them. You guys see what I'm talking about with the cleaning the parts, though? Like an uncomfortably high percentage of this game is just cleaning people's schmutz because they let their shit get dirty or whatever. And you can't really repair it unless you clean it. Gotta hit the sack early. Have to open the store in the morning, and road's gonna be trash. Hey, Snowhole, be safe out there, my dude. Thank you for hanging out tonight. It's good to see you. Hope you're staying warm otherwise. I know it's been kind of rough out there in Minnesota. So try to stay warm and stay safe, all right? Oh, we hit 50 degrees the past few days. It was awesome. Nice. That means light at the end of this frozen ass tunnel. You're almost there, man. You can do it. Just another couple of weeks. You guys will be on the other side of this hellhole. That should be enough, actually, to get my next license, I think. Oh yeah, we can get a Noni play machine license. So we're now licensed to fix the Noni PMP and the Noni play machine. Look at this. Look at that beautiful certificate from Noni. We only got 20K in the bank, though. We should probably do some more repairs. Try to make a little more cash. That is filthy. Oh, battery's dead. Okay, we're gonna need battery. Okay, disk drive is good. Front panel's dirty. Whoop. LCD is dirty. Okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's get that. Now that looks like rust. So let's get the rust remover. And we're gonna get some of this rust off. I think this is the first time I've used the rust remover tonight. There we go. Get all that rust out of here. And then we'll use this to clean the dirt on the rest of it. There we go. Good as new. Oh, that main board is going in the garbage. That is nasty. Okay. Well, at least this one isn't too gross. No, no. Thank you. Oh, damn. Blew the Wi-Fi board too. Okay. Well, we need a main board, we need Wi-Fi board, we need battery. There's battery lid. There's a battery. There's a Wi-Fi board and main board, motherboard, whatever. Same thing. Nice, sir. It's pretty official. Thank you, Shuyukun. I worked very hard for them over the last 2.5 hours. It turns out to run a repair business, you need all of 2.5 hours of training. I had a rusty speaker earlier. Oh, okay. Well, I forgot I guess. Somebody let the magic smoke out of that board. You're supposed to keep that inside. Yeah. Turns out if you let the magic smoke loose, it means the electronics don't work anymore. I haven't heard that magic smoke thing in a long time, dude. God damn it. All right. Shit. There's the Wi-Fi board. Let's see. Main board, battery. Yeah. Okay. This all goes in the garbage. And then we got the new parts here. What the hell's next? Oh, main board frame, then the board. Okay. And then this frame, it's 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the LCD goes on top. 1, 2. And then the This goes here, and then this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Disc drive cover, battery cover. And then this last screw. There we go. Hey, there it is. All right, cool. All right, so let's kick this one out the door. What else we got here? Let's fix the controller. I haven't even checked my email yet today. I'll worry about that next. Looks like this is just going to be a quick and dirty clean job. Ha. But I'm pumped. Oh, wait. There it is. Quick and dirty clean job. Because I'm just going to clean it real quick. Just quick and dirty. I'm calling it. Have a good one, y'all. Hey, Petacabo, good to see you, my guy. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget, everybody, come back Friday for some more Animal Crossing. Decided to take a little break from the Animal Crossing tonight, but we got to get back to it if we're ever going to get to the new stuff. So I've been grinding a little bit day to day just to trying to keep up the pace with the Animal Crossing stuff, so we're not taking forever. So Friday you'll get to see how far along I've gotten. I've done another expansion to the house, and we've got a couple other things in store, so I get to share with you all that stuff on Friday. Come back, Yachty, come back Friday to see the Playboy Grotto. Oh yeah. The little grotto we built on the island's pretty sick, actually. Especially once the bamboo trees grow in. They haven't grown in yet. All right, let's fix these Ataris, shall we? Scrub. Man, Stickerbush Symphony is like peak video game lo-fi. This song is so damn good. What the hell is that? That's Rusty. I think that's Rust. We don't allow Rust up in here. Nope. Any of these need to be cleaned? Nope. Okay, we're good there. Let's get these smaller screws out of here. And then, oh yeah, that's rust. Let's blast the rust off of this thing. One, 2, 3, and 4. Ding. It's not even dark out. Come on, man. I got plenty of time to fix another one. I wasn't sure how this stream was going to go tonight, y'all. I really appreciate you coming and hanging out and making it fun for me. Thank you, everybody that decided to hang out tonight. Probably going to wrap it up here shortly. I think I'm just going to finish this batch and call it a day. But don't forget to come back Friday. We're going to do some more... Animal Crossing. I wish there was more repair games like this. Like, I know of one or two, but like this is the only one that's really like so far that I found that's like good for this kind of streaming format. Although we've been talking about PC build sim, maybe that's like the next thing I gotta do is I gotta just buy PC build sim too, and we can sit here and build some computers, and y'all can listen to me complain about how I don't have a computer store anymore. Sounds good. You reminded me that I also need to update my Animal Crossing game. Yeah, update 3.0. There's like a hotel now that you're supposed to be able to get to, but your island has to have, like, you have to be a certain level, which I am not. So that's why I've been like trying to power grind my way through Animal Crossing as fast as I can to get to the new shit. Wait, what happened? I already took the screws off of that. That's why. I'll be there. Nice. Yeah, that'll be fun to have you hanging out. Yeah, rock smooth. Man, I'm bummed that your job is being shitty to you, but I'm also like kind of stoked that you have a little more time to hang out right now. I just hope you find something else in the meantime, man. Like I'm pulling for you. You know I'm always rooting for you, man. There we go. Man, we're down to one last little gadget, that PSP. All right, let's see if we can bang this out real quick. Ooh, I see at least 2 parts that need to be replaced already. Yeah, that lid needs to go. Oh, the game needs to go. The battery cover needs to go. This disk drive needs to be cleaned. There we go. 2, 3, 4. And then yep, that comes off. That comes off. 1, 2, 4, 5. That comes off. And that one. Okay, looks like it's just those 3 parts. Let's get the rest of this back on here. Damn it. Come on, man. It's frickin' screws. All right. What time is it? Oh, it's midnight. All right. Let's shut it down. And then let's order a couple of parts for the PSP. We need, wait, what do we need? We need a drive cover, we need a disc, and we need a battery cover. All right. So there's the disc. Battery cover, and then where's the disk drive lid? There it is. Okay. All right, so we'll buy those, and we're gonna leave that right where it's at. We are going to call it a night, and I'm gonna call it a night on the stream as well. So listen, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. This was so much fun for me. And y'all made it even more fun. So I truly appreciate you. Please come back Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time for more Animal Crossing, more LoFi. And of course, yours truly, DJ Switch PDX, right back here. Twitch.tv/DJ Switch PDX, YouTube.com/DJ Switch PDX. And hey, if you guys haven't had a chance yet, I put up 2 new YouTube videos after the weekend. and they're doing pretty well. And I strongly suggest checking out my interview with John Hancock. John Hancock's one of the most prolific video game collectors in the world and happens to be a buddy of mine. And he just made an announcement of what's going to happen to his entire collection. The dude has collected 36 full North American video game system collections. That means every piece of software released for every system, and in many cases, every variant of every system released. And that's what he considers to be a complete North American video game system. He has 36 full North American video game systems collected, and he has plans for that huge video game collection. So if you want to find out more about that, I have a 2-part interview up on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/DJSwitchPDX. Go check it out. I will have more YouTube content coming very soon. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Other than that, I'll see you all Friday. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned to think of all the things we've learned for the people who are still alive. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. And while you're dying, I'll be still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive. I'm still alive, baby.